even the simple-minded women that can't get out their own way in life. Women are complex. That's the way God designed them. So there's going to be nothing simple about them. It's impossible. Even the most narrow-minded woman, even the women that, refuse to grow up, even like y'all all complex. It's just in your DNA. Like it's no right and wrong with y'all. It's no A plus B equals C, 1 + 1 = 2. It's none of that shit. Like if you, it all depends on your mood.
Yep.
Whether, okay, that's the right answer. But if that's not your mood, we're going to talk about it. Or I'm going to make you feel some type of way to think that the right answer is what I want to talk about today. And my co-host had the audacity to talk about, I call BS. Like, yeah, of course you would. But and just now illustrated how difficult, right, that women can be.
Welcome to the Love Is Podcast with your host, that thorny chick, Karen KK Rose, and her co-host, the lovable a-hole, that's right, I said lovable, Mr. DK Walker, where they will be discussing love, relationships, family, life, sex, self-help, and what it takes to be a successful entrepreneur. Why? Because love is everything, and everything should be loved. Now to today's podcast.
Hello, everyone. It's your girl, Seth Thorny Chick, Karen KK Rose, alongside my co-host, lovable asshole, DK Walker. DK.
Yes.
What it do?
I don't know, man. You say what it do like you done something, right? I don't know. You all right? You okay? What do you mean? What have you done?
Somebody probably should take my credit card.
Why should they take your credit card?
Because I've been shopping. I mean, one benefited you and one benefited me. I'll put it that way.
Okay, so I'm not sure what benefited me because I'm looking around my office and I don't see anything new.
It didn't have shit to do with your office. It had to do with my office for once. I finally took your advice. I'm about to tell you. I finally took your advice. 10 years in.
10 years in.
10 years in. Negro, I have worked for you for 4 years. It ain't even hit the 4-year mark. You better be happy I'll turn my letter of resignation in.
You don't work for me. You work with me. Like, come on.
No, the lies before the throne of grace. I do not. I don't.
I am nobody's. I'm barely somebody's father, much less somebody's supervisor, right?
You definitely ain't nobody's supervisor because I would definitely send Nikki to knock everything off your desk. I would cash app her to do it if that be the case.
Yeah, and her little silly ass would. Like, she owed me too because I stayed in the office staying up.
Just for the bragging rights, I would tell Nikki, I'd be like, listen, I would cash up you $50, go knock something off the corner of his desk and say, I told you to
cash at me $25 and I'm going to turn this motherfucker over. What the? Yeah, hit me. I do that shit mid-podcast.
Listen,
hit me $25. This shit going in the air.
No, I like what Nikki, I like what Nikki doing. Nikki come down there, knock shit off and then turn off the light and walk out. She's very drop the mic. She's very drop the mic. Listen, and if that don't work, I'm going to send MJ to come down there and just harass the shit out of you.
Nah, I'm good. Let them doggone, as much as I love them, let them heifers stay exactly where they at.
So I finally broke down and brought a new computer.
See, this is the part where we need a sound machine because you should be getting a standing ovation right now. Hold on for a second. Bravo! Yeah! Woo. Yeah! Yeah!
Sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Sit your ass down. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. That's not funny.
Finally.
Oh.
Hey, what the Rock say? Finally.
Oh, wow. So yes,
for the listeners, you was actually okay. Because if you think I'm being over the top and dramatic, how old was your previous computer?
3 years old.
See, you're lying because you took too goddamn long to answer.
No, I'm not. Stop. I got the computer. No, that's a true story.
Okay.
I got the computer within the first year of me working for you because I remember when I got it because I was at my dad's house. and I was trying to figure out how to do that remote.
Was it a new computer? Was it?
Yeah, it was brand spanking new,
computer?
straight out the box. It was a brand new Dell because we were trying to figure out
okay, I got you.
Google desktop thing, and you were laughing because of how I was talking about it.
Yeah, right. But it makes sense. I always thought your computer was crappy. You're right. And the reason I thought it was crappy because it was, Dell. I'm sorry. Now I know. So what kind of computer do we have now?
HP.
Why
I came to the dark side with you. Listen, I came to the dark side with you and got an HP. Not only did I get an HP, I got the HP Spectre. I got the brand new one in rose gold and black with the stylus pen.
Damn.
Listen, and
the
they
podcast don't pay that well. I need to go sign up at the hospital because the podcast don't pay that well. What the fuck?
Listen, I'm gonna put your butt on the corner. I've been threatening you for years. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna put you on the corner. I
can't sell nothing but hugs. That's it. Hugs.
That's fine.
That's all I got for you.
Listen, at this point, you're vaccinated. You'll be all right. And listen, I'm not to be funny, but God has put me in a very good position of life right now where, we have the publishing side, we have the brand, now that is the Love Is podcast that does house my brand as a Thorny Chick, which is my blog and the books and the whole shebang. My Instagram life and my TikTok life, all that is part two. And then I have 2 businesses with my dad, the general. And so
the dictator
across the
board. Okay.
The dictator. Yeah.
Yes, the dictator.
So across the board,
general. Like, no.
Yeah, the general.
The
he don't
dictator.
Dictate to me. He dictates to y'all. He don't dictate to me. But
the madman out of the Sudan. That's who your father is, right?
I like that one. We're gonna put that on a t-shirt. Across the board.
Actually, I stole that's a wrestling. I'm sorry. That's a wrestling nickname.
No. He's
but that's
a big wrestling fan, like Andre the Giant.
Damn. See, we can't have nothing in common. Now I got to start watching wrestling. If your father's a wrestling fan, I no longer want to watch wrestling.
Is.
I'm that scared of your father. Like
Jake the Snake Roberts, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan. I mean, he used to buy WrestleMania like every year. I don't even know if he might still do it now. I gotta ask him when I see him later on today. I'll tell him.
Well, tell him he can get it for doggone $10 some change on Peacock. What? Look, WWE, cut the check. Ain't nobody. Yeah, Peacock, WWE, cut the check. Ain't nobody giving y'all no plug. Stop. Anyway, moving along.
So anyway, with me going in business this year, at the end of last year into this year, starting 2 businesses with the dictator, the general. All the businesses did need me to have a new computer. So that business actually funded the rest of them. So it was a blessing, to have one where it could take care of everybody. So there you have it. Got the new HP. I did buy, a personal toy. Lady listeners, TikTok is the devil. It's right next to Instagram. You can get lost for hours if you allow yourself. So, TikTok has done more than teach us dances and, get us new booze. Lizzo, I am Scotty 7.
You keep saying, hold up, stop. I don't know who those people are. I don't.
You don't know who Lizzo is?
Okay, I know. Okay, I know who one of those people are. One of those people.
Okay.
Yes, who does not know who Lizzo is, right?
The bald guy that's covered in tattoos, who's got a ginger beard that I post all the time on my Facebook page. That's I am Scotty 7. That be lip syncing. That's
Jesus.
That's yes.
You're not going to be using the podcast to further your doggone personal interests. I'm
getting to where I'm going. Hush your face. Hush your face. So not only have we learned dances, got new, got
play
new
in a man's bed and trace his doggone tattoos with your tongue. I don't understand what's going
on. I've seen him dance, though. Right.
You just look at you throwing doggone dollar bills at your computer screen as you eat popcorn. What the hell?
Listen, I watch it on my phone. I ain't crazy enough to watch porn on my computer. That's how this shit crashes. Anyway. Not only are we learning drinks from Starbucks and alcoholic drinks off of TikTok, and
I'm so done. I promise you.
Listen,
y'all be thinking it's me. It's not.
It's not.
Like,
it's really not. It is me. But there was a toy that was making its rounds around TikTok. And so I bought one. Now, I know I should have been a little more supportive and bought it from your wife who does sell pure romance. But hold up before you shoot. I didn't buy it solo. It was a couple of us that went in and bought a couple of them from a wholesaler. So we bought a case of them.
Right. I'm not tripping. I promise you. As long as y'all just bought them together and didn't use them together. Like
no. So, ladies, if y'all
use them together, that's something that we need to talk about on the podcast.
That's a whole different. That's a whole different podcast.
Yeah, male listeners will want details, and then we can invite them on and see how that turned out. But that didn't happen.
No. We just bought a case of them.
So, ladies, I'm just asking because things happen.
Hush your face. If you guys, men and women both, if you guys have seen the rose toy on TikTok. Men, if you have a lady in your life and she does not have one, buy it. Ladies, if you have seen it and have not gotten one, buy it.
I get that, but you got some guys romance, No, that's the only place you buy it from. No, but you got some guys that's actually apprehensive about their women having toys, which I think is crazy, but I digress.
True story. We can double back to that comment. Hold on. So, yes, it's a new. It's really not. I don't know if it's new or not, but anyway, somehow it got on TikTok. TikTok made its rounds. TikTok did this thing. So now whoever, is the originator of this clitoral toy is making a killing. Ladies, if you do go buy one, two things. Buy the one that has the USB charging base because you just plug it into your cell phone cube during the day while you at work. Right, while you at work, charge that bama up. 2, make sure you get the one that has the 10 different sensations, not the 7. And do not get the one with the tongue. Do not get the one with the tongue. Doesn't do the same thing as the regular one. So I've heard that you can take it into the shower. However, I do not want written on my tombstone, here goes the person that tried to kill himself in the shower. Okay, because no. That you'll knock your ass
I can
out.
See you now. Right. You be wrapped up in your motherfucking shower curtain, smile on your face, toy on your hand.
And it's still pulsating.
Right, doggone blood. Oh my God, that is too damn funny, man. Just wrapped up in the shower curtain.
That bama pulsates hard too. I'm like, it's not quiet at all.
Something tells me I'm so sorry to cut you off. Something tells me your young silly ass and went up as high as 10.
Oh yeah. I've tested all of them. Like, you can't recommend something and not test all of them. I'll be like, how are you gonna go tell somebody? Be like, oh, I don't know, I haven't gotten past level 3. The fuck? That's why it's got 10. You gotta go one by one.
Right. I got you. But how does that work out? Does that, I'm just asking, right?
What are you asking?
Does that? What I'm asking is, does that make it harder for men to replicate the same pleasure that the toy does to you?
Listen, y'all don't follow directions in a car. Y'all barely follow directions in bed. So I don't know what to tell you.
But okay, there's gonna come a point in time where there's gonna be, whomever, what I mean, and then they're gonna be, it's not gonna be the same. And you gonna watch out. Look at my nightstand.
Right.
You will tell him to watch out to look and hand me that.
Right. Hand me that. Listen, you do your part, I do my part. We'll get there. We'll get to the end. Okay, we'll be all right, baby.
So is it possibility that this new toy is helping to exit out or usher out? You know what I mean?
No,
the love making that.
No,
sure?
because it only does one part.
Sometimes that's all y'all need.
I mean, listen, what does Blackstreet say? If you need a fix, I mean, you might just need to you gotta be like a man. Just bust one out real quick before you go to work, so you keep saying it. You don't kill somebody on the road or otherwise.
That's terrible. I'm not mad. I promise you. Yes,
that was the best.
I'm just.
I have to say, behind the computer, that's probably about the best purchases I've made this year. Bless the Lord, oh my soul.
And then she gonna put God in the mix too. With her sinning ass.
Listen, I promise you, one of us out of all of us that bought them, we all done called on God a couple times. I promise you right now, we probably have called on God more than we might have even seen him. Be like, you know what? I need to back up off of this.
See, I told you. See, you
gotta back up off of this.
As she's joking and cackling, right? I want y'all to read between the lines how, she's taking it to heights. Think about that. She's taking it to heights that no man has before, right? She gonna start taking the toy out to dinner. She gonna start texting the toy.
No,
buy a little dress up clothes for the toy. She gonna give it a pet name.
No, I'm not.
She gonna name the toy Tony.
Says. I gotta name it.
Tony.
That's what everybody says. Everybody tells me I gotta name it. I'm like, who names it? No.
Call it Tony. I don't actually. Yeah, I don't know about the tiger part. Just call it Tony, right? Like her and Tony gonna get real, right? She can give Tony a birthday.
Jesus, no.
What?
But no. So yeah. What?
No, because like if men ever experience something that great,
they have the male version.
To that heights.
They have the male version.
I don't.
I'm not a guy, so I can't subscribe for it. But yeah, they have the male version of it now. So yes, ladies, if you have not been on TikTok, definitely you can go look on TikTok. Just type in Rose Toy and they'll demonstrate the pulsatings. Like they'll go through the settings on there and all that kind of stuff. Guys, if you're interested, you can go there on TikTok and type it into. But again, yeah, if you haven't bought one, it's definitely a needed accessory in the new repertoire.
Terrible, man.
There's my endorsement.
I don't.
All within the first, 10 minutes.
They need to cut the goddamn check. Is what they need to do.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yes. So speaking though, what?
You just want to. You got to pardon me, right? So before because I actually jumped on Amazon and now I'm looking at this.
Your wife is gonna kill you. That's true. That's
I'm not getting nothing for nobody. I'm just trying to see exactly because you sound really excited, right? You sound
it's the best $45 I spent this year.
Oh, you went hard in the paint because you must got something really, really good because the joints I'm looking at ain't even rocking that high. You got one joint that's 28, 26. You got it. No, that's not.
Mine was like 45 something. Yeah. And we bought them from a wholesaler. So it was a whole bunch of us bought them. The only colors I know they come in is purple and red, and I got a red one. Little red Corvette.
I'm just sitting here stuck.
Like
literally.
That?
Yeah, I'm just, I just think men are becoming just pastime.
Listen, I just said it. Y'all barely take directions in the car from the navigation system, nor will you ask for directions. So y'all don't take directions in bed. So, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do.
Clearly, and you're doing exactly what needs to be done.
Exactly. I'm content. I haven't killed anybody, haven't gone postal, so bless the Lord.
And she's still talking about God with her sinning ass. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the general, do you know what today is?
I'm assuming his birthday?
It is the general's birthday.
He turned what, 22, 23?
Shit. No, don't tell him that. I hope he doesn't even listen to this episode for that comment. Jesus. No, he is a year away from retiring, which he's not going to because he decided to have, a late bloomer child. He had his last child at 50, so he will not be retired until he's damn near 70 because he's going to definitely see her through graduation. But yes, today is the one and only. It is my dad's birthday. So listen how he played me.
No, I'm going to tell you to please don't say I said it, but because I'm scared of him. Just say happy birthday.
I will. So I called him yesterday. So I'm running around. I got up early. As tired as I was, as much as I've been working, yes, like a Hebrew slave. I called him and I said, "Hey," I said, "what are you doing tomorrow?" He's like, "Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. I should have told you I'm doing X, Y, and Z." And so he told me whatever X, Y, and Z was. I said, "Oh, great." I said, "Well, then I'm going to work." And he said, "Well, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I was about to go to House of Meats and go pick up these chicken wings so I can make you jerk wings for tomorrow for your birthday so you could just kind of pick them up and then, you'd be kind of set." I said, "But I knew you had dinner plans with somebody And I knew I was going to have to be his get out of jail card. I was going to have to call him and, feign sickness that I broke something at the house that he just was going to have to come fix because he didn't really want to go to dinner, which somehow he'd already gotten out of the dinner plan. So he was like, no, baby, no, you didn't let me finish. I said, no, you told me you weren't available. Because I asked him originally, I said, hey, Dad, are you available tomorrow? He's like, oh, no, babe. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because originally, he asked me, he was like, how much is it going to cost me and how much pain is it going to cause? I'm like, nothing. I said, all I need you to do is run by the house, da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, he was, no, baby, you misunderstood what I said. I said, I misunderstood what you said? And he said, yeah. What I meant to say was, I'm going golfing at this time and I could be at your house at 4:30. I said, oh, so you do want the chicken wings after all? He goes, I do want the chicken wings. I said, I figured as much. So he's going to be here at 4:30 to pick up his food. Went and got the chicken wings, marinated them yesterday. Gonna throw them here on the grill as soon as we're done. And so he can come pick up his chicken wings at 4:30. He's currently getting some work done to his house.
You can work a grill?
Yeah.
That was sexy of me. I know. I just,
Sir, I stand up to pee.
I'm
yes.
sorry.
I have two. I have a charcoal and a gas.
Oh.
And I got a small
right.
one just for corn. What? In my DK voice. What? Yeah, no. I'm not. I don't do too bad.
It's a thing. I didn't, I was under the assumption that most pretty women can't cook. They can just order the fuck out of some, takeout, or they always know where the best restaurants are at.
Listen, roll back. We all know I cook. But I can cook and I can grill. I'm not, you know what? I will say this. I'm not a good baker. I'm not like cakes, all that kind of stuff. Like, nah, that's not my thing. It's not at all. Now that part I will order out or have somebody else do. I can make a mean like Jello poke cake, but that's about it because it's just angel food cake. You just add water, bake it, poke holes in it, pour the Jello, Cool Whip, done. It's a great summer cake. That's it. But the only one I'm really good at. Can I follow the directions on the box and obviously make my kids cookies and cupcakes and brownies and all that kind of stuff? Yes. But there's like, I'm not like MJ level or like, I have girlfriends, that do cakes for like a living. Like they get paid to do them and they decorate them beautiful. I'm not that person. It's not my thing. Not my thing.
I'm cool. I'm just still stuck with the simple fact that you can go ahead out that doggone joint with the Budweiser in your hand. You know what I mean?
I don't. I drink Modelo or Corona.
It doesn't make a difference. You still
with a lime.
You still out there joining the wife beater with your doggone baseball cap to the back, sweating, flipping doggone burgers, and rotating chicken on the grill.
Right? Oh yeah. Yeah.
You learn something new about people every day.
But listen, my mom and I would literally in the summertime, like see who gets home first to start the grill because she'll come home. She'll be like, oh, like she'll come home from church. She'll be like, oh, I got to go home. I at least will turn the grill on for Karen. She goes, I ain't going to put nothing on it. I ain't going to touch it. She goes, but I'll at least go turn it on. And 9 times out of 10, by the time she get home, I've already got the grill going. And, you got to let the, flames obviously burn off and all those kind of stuff. And I'll be out there cleaning. She'd be like, didn't beat her. She'll at least will turn it on and leave it. And then I'll go out there. But yeah, no, shout out to my dad again. He's a lot of things. But he did make sure, I had basic skills, grilling, cook. Well, I can't say the cooking part because he can't cook for shit. My mother made sure I could cook. He did make sure to teach me how to start to grill. He still can't grill. He's got one in his house that I think he's maybe actually physically used it twice. I've used it more. My dad's kitchen and his grill, I've used more at his own house than he has himself. Because it's just not safe. He actually burned himself the other day on a cookie sheet.
And that's not
funny. It's not funny, but it was like how it happened was so random. And I was like, Dad, this is why I said, Daddy, you make me want to just take the kitchen out your house. Like, I don't understand. Because the thing about my dad's very odd. And we have already discussed my dad. Like, he's a very odd character as it is. But my dad, do you know my dad does not like the smell of food in the house? Like, of food cooking. He wants to eat. Let me be very clear about this. He wants to eat, but does not like the smell of food in the house. I'm like, how does that work for you? I'm like, I don't understand how that works, sir. I don't understand, but yeah. Shout out to my dad.
I'm gonna tell you how much. I'm gonna tell you. Well, happy birthday, Dictator General. I'm gonna tell you how much sense that makes to me. That's like a person that likes to eat pussy but don't like the taste of it. Like what?
Right. He don't want the house to smell like
the taste.
food. He don't like. He doesn't want the house to smell like
prerequisite.
Child. I don't know. And I think a lot of it is because my parents are Jamaican and my mom is a West Indian. My mom makes a lot of curry. So my house does potentially have this, like a lot of times people will come into the house and ask if my mom's recently made curry, especially when I lived in my apartment. Not so much now here at the house, but when I lived in the apartment, a lot of people were like, oh, did your mom make curry? And I'm like, I don't even make curry in like a week, a month. But the smell of it, really did reside, in the walls. And so, I think that was just his thing, is that a lot of Jamaican homes smell the same way. They either smell of jerk food or curry. And I just think he just didn't want that for himself. But he will, if I go over there and
I'm all jerked out.
Right. No, right. But clearly he's not, because as
he
soon
like
as
his daughter, I'm all jerked out.
Right. But of course, he's clearly not. As long as I make it at my house, then he'll come eat. If I take it over there and cook it, he's cool with it. Because I'm, very like clean as I go. So by the time I'm done, you'll never know that I was there. You'll never know that I cooked or anything like that. So he's always cool when I go over there and do it. Now, the mother kids of his, I can't talk about. But yeah, I don't remember what he was trying to make. I think it was like breakaway cookies. My siblings.
Shit, those are your siblings from them other. Right. Crazy ass child. Well, I'm glad it's the general's birthday. Like, all jokes aside, please, wishes from me. So what's going on with you? What's new with you?
Nothing outside of the new toys. I got new hair. I got new bald-headed hoe hair. If you guys haven't seen it on Instagram or on Facebook or wherever else I post, I got lines. I did the 80s throwback with lines in my hair. Seems to be going over quite well. A lot of people like it. I called Guy A and I said, hey, look at Gigi's hair. He goes, you so beautiful. You so beautiful, Gigi. I said, you like it? He said, yeah. I said, that's it. I said, I don't give a shit what nobody else say. After that was it. So I took the phone upstairs so he could talk to my mom. And so he's like, hi, Gigi. She's like, hi, baby. And so they were talking. So she said, Landon, do you like Gigi's hair? He goes, yeah, Gigi, it's very nice. It's very nice, Gigi. Don't you think so? So I think he kind of caught her shade and gave it back to her. So I was kind of cracking up, because originally when I came home, of course, into my mom being very traditional and conservative, she wasn't for the shits. If my mother had her way, my hair would be down to my behind and, very Indian and traditional. Ain't gonna be this kid. So it took her a minute. She looked at it at first when I came in and she was on the phone. She kind of made a face. So go figure. That's always kind of her reaction. And then about an hour or so into it, and I went and put some color into it. And then I came back downstairs. She's like, no, it's nice. I'm like, it's the old people way of saying it's all right, but it's not their thing. But after she talked to Lena's like, it's very nice, Juge. It's very nice. And so she was like, you think so? And he was like, yes. And so she was like, I think so too. And he kind of chuckled at her because he was like, yeah, I'm buying it, old lady. So outside of that, let me tell you, my guy, listen, Guy A is running the show in all households. Okay. Guy A is running the show. Outside of that, and working like a Hebrew slave, Lord Jesus, listen, y'all need to talk to y'all cousins who come to the ER acting a whole fool, coming in their robes, acting a whole GD fool for no reason.
You supposed to, when there's think about what you said, right? You say when they come to the ER, meaning emergency room. So whatever emergency happened, it was in their eyes, they didn't have enough time to get dressed. So whatever happened that made me feel as though I need to go to the house as is, that's what they did. They came out the house as is.
Yeah, fuzzy slides, bonnets, bathrobes.
Oh, y'all seen Derek Jackson's wife? No. Oh,
yeah, with her helmet. Mm-hmm. And her breastplate of righteousness. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm wrong for that. I am so wrong. I hope she's getting help.
Yes.
I hope somebody's holding her and rocking with her.
Rock me tonight.
No. That's the wrong song to sing.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one to sing. And we ain't even going down that rabbit hole anyway.
No.
That's
but outside
too
of
funny,
that, that's it.
Okay, cool.
What's going on with you?
That's about it. I just told you.
Just a bunch of sounds.
Read between the lines.
Bunch of sounds.
That's what's going on with me.
No,
Yeah,
that's old man. That's old. Listen, that's real old man lingo. Just
Right, you got to read between all that shit. How you doing, boy?
Right.
All right, yeah. Oh, you don't even get out a whole damn sentence, but he done told you
Right.
his whole life story.
The whole thing, like
down
you
yonder.
catch it. You
Like,
catch
what
it
the
with
fuck? What
Gambit.
did you just say? They're like down yonder. Yo, before we move on, I got something I want to share with you and of course our listeners, right? So y'all know that I, run behind a trash truck. Right. This is funny, right? A coworker of mine. So we was talking sports and he was talking about, Kobe Bryant. And, anybody knows me know that, it used to be Magic Johnson, my favorite basketball player, but it's definitely Kobe, hands down. And this is way before his untimely passing, right? So we're there talking about basketball, and I'm, he bigging up Mike, I'm bigging up Kobe, and I'm trying to figure out how in the world did LeBron James getting into the conversation about the GOAT. But I understand that his numbers can't be denied. But shit, Kobe's a stone cold killer. So my co-worker said something. I'm not gonna say exactly what he said, but let's just say it was very off color. And then I called him on it. And I'm like, the reason the way that your life is, you got to watch what you say. You speak all these bad things to you. You wonder why your body hurt. You wonder why you fussing all the time. You wonder why your ass is old. Your soul is old because of your mouth. And so he gave me a look like, whatever, nigga, shut up. So cool, not a problem, right? But I told him, I verbatim, I'm like, look, Slim, karma, like, karma comes to find you sooner or later. And he trying to be slick, said, I be sitting on the side of my bed waiting for karma. Like, karma, bring your funky ass on. His words, not mine. Now, granted, 5 minutes before he spoke very ill of Kobe Bryant, who has, sadly left us, in my opinion, all too soon. So as he was getting out of the truck, instead of watching where he was stepping, he missed the first step and he fell from the truck onto the ground.
Listen, I couldn't even catch my evil ass from laughing.
My driver looked at me and we both looked down at the ground at him and said, God damn, karma was quick, wasn't it?
Like, listen, at least the ground was there to catch you, baby. At least
but the crazy part of it is, right? No. Well, it was a blessing because he landed on the grass. You have the tree box area between the curb and in the sidewalk. His back hit that right as far as the grass, so he was good. But 6 inches either way, and that would have been, I don't know if I'd still laugh, right? But it just, the point of the story is you just got to you don't tempt fate, right? Whatever you don't tempt, because like fate come get you, and sometimes if fate is nice enough to let people see you get got, and that's what happened. Like he hit splat, like I promise you, he went from standing to on his back in a matter of a second, and like I had to do everything in my power not to laugh. I had to do everything in my power not to say, you were saying what about karma? That shit was instantaneously, like it happened, like boom. I'm like, damn, that shit happened better if I even ever would have prayed for it. But I'm not that cruel. I'm not that cruel. But that's the newest and best thing happened to me.
Okay, Bobby Brown. Okay, Bobby Brown, don't be cruel. But it does speak to the fact that, you have to be very mindful of what you say, because what you say, you listen to. Like what comes out of your mouth, you hears. And then you start to, manifest it out of that.
Yeah, whether you believe, whether you believe or don't believe, like, the power's in the tongue. And so you can be motherfucking Tony tough ass if you want to, right? So, right. I just wanted to share that with people, man. And, so every time I've seen him since that happened, I just look at him, look at the ground, look at him, look at the ground.
Yeah, the petty. It's
not being petty. It's just that you got some people talk real crazy out the, like you, first of all, you too old to be tough, right? You too old to be like, you old dude, stop. You ain't tough, right? And then you can't be tough, dealing with like someone you be waiting on karma, like you, like, man, Negro, sit your ass down somewhere.
Listen, y'all gotta
But
get him a
it
cape,
is what it
some
is.
bubble wrap. Listen, y'all gotta get him some bubble wrap. Just hand it to him, just like a
No,
little
no, no,
piece.
no, 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 no. I think sometimes life, making is the best teacher, and hopefully he learned, that brief, that brief and embarrassing moment. Hopefully he learned from that.
I would hope. If my whole squad is sitting up there hollering,
Yeah,
yeah,
I promise you.
Embarrassment. Listen, if life don't teach you, embarrassment will. If that don't work, then karma comes, and if that don't work, something else in its place. Until you stop bumping your head and not learning life lessons, somehow life will get you to be like the universe, and life will be like, here, because your hard-headed ass don't listen.
Well, better him than me. It is what it is. So what do you got? Do you have anything for us, young lady?
I mean, of course. What kind of host do you think I am? So
I'm not going to answer that. I mean, if you really wanted me to answer that, I would say use a toy abusing host. But
listen. Shout out to the rose toy.
Damn pedal. The damn pedals and fell off the rose. The pedals started to fall off.
Shut up. This is not Beauty and the Beast. Hush your face. Hush your face. Okay. So, something we haven't done in a while. Shut up, DK. Jesus. I hope you choke on the fizzy water.
You don't have to answer this, right?
Oh, God.
Is it in your purse? And have you ever not used, but have you taken it to work with you?
No, I've not taken it to work with me, but I've used it before work, so I don't go in there and snap, crackling, and popping. No, it's not in my purse. It is very much in the bedside table where it's supposed to be.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm just none of my business. I was just,
listen, I don't mind.
Abusing poor roses is crazy.
Listen, I don't create them. I just yeah. So, what the fuck news? I lost my nose ring in the Uber, and I kind of wanted it back. You ready?
Yeah, I lost my nose ring in Uber, and I kind of want it back. Yeah, know what the hell that means, but please enlighten us.
Here we go. I gave a blowjob to this guy in an Uber. It was incredibly hot, and we ended up hooking up several more times. But I lost my nose ring in the Uber, and I kind of want it back, but I'm too afraid to ask the Uber driver because who knows what he saw while I was back there.
Wow.
So my thing is, y'all hooked up a couple times, right? So are y'all hooking up in the Uber every time? I mean, was you listening to Beyonce?
Is it the same Uber?
Right.
Was it a long, like so many doggone things? Okay, is it the same Uber? Right? Was it a long distance trip? How many times did you give head in order for you to and when did you notice? Did you notice after the fact? So that was you drunk? Was you
maybe his load knocked it out? I don't know.
Oh yeah, or maybe right. And then when the load came, it blew right through her nose and took out the nose ring too. Jesus, people, y'all got to be more careful when you get down, right? And then if it depends if the nose
you sit up here living Beyonce life, talk about driver roll up the partition, please. It's an Uber. What the you mean?
There's no partition. There's no partition.
So, what you mean? What do you hear? And then the thing is, y'all, she gave head in somebody else's car, dog.
I ain't mad at her. I think most women
in the backseat of somebody else's car, not the limo.
I think most women should be that free. I think most people, right?
Clearly,
if there was a problem, the Uber driver would have stopped them, right? Say again.
I said, yeah, she was so free, she lost the nose ring.
Right. Shit. I don't understand how either she's incredibly poor, incredibly cheap. Why are you worried about the nose ring unless it has sentimental value? Like, go get another one and carry on your antics, huh?
Nose rings are expensive. Anything outside of earrings, honestly, are expensive.
Okay.
The gauges. I
don't know how she lost.
The
was
gauges,
he pinching her nose as she was balls deep? I'm kind of confused.
I'm thinking she must have one of those, and I'm thinking she's got to have one of those bull ring ones. Is really what it is.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Because the little, the little dingy diamond ones, nobody really keeps. Most people get a little bit bigger one, because you lose them quite easily. I mean, it's like losing an earring back. It's probably the most easily lost thing. But I think it's one of those bull ring ones.
Unless he was holding her by the back of her neck and skull fucking her.
He listen, driver roll up the partition. Please, but you in the backseat of somebody else's car, like you order an Uber, and the next thing you know, you get fellatio in the backseat, and then you lose your nose ring. And then the thing is, it's not like you can't backtrack whose car you were in. Like Uber is very specific. You can, because you have to go give them a rating and da-da-da-da-da. And I mean, sometimes you do end up with the same Uber driver. But I'm like, because you can request.
I know the Uber driver, because right. So if the Uber driver didn't have a problem with the accident that was going on in the backseat of his car, he went out his way to make sure that he was in the area. Like, I'm just going to ride up the area and hopefully she needs an Uber. I was going to stay in the area so I can get another show.
Listen, I hope he putting waterproof coverings on the back seat, though. Ugh. That's the only thing.
If it was a male driver, we ain't that deep. We just nasty. We ain't, as long as it wasn't no smell and then it was just head, right? So we ain't tripping. I promise you, he hoping that he get her again. Like, maybe that's just me though. You know, that just may be me. But anyway.
No.
If I was her, I wouldn't trip. Just, get another joint. Oh, but like you said, it could be very expensive or it could, have sentimental value, or the simple fact that, the nose ring was knocked out during the act. That the act itself gave it sentimental value. So she wanted back to you, and every time she touched, like, oh, okay, like I lost this in the back of Uber when I was getting my brains fucked out, literally, blow bang in my mouth. I'm like, what the hell?
Listen. You remember?
It's crazy. She was
having a Temptations moment. You know where Temptations it's the 3rd of September. Is the day I'll always remember.
Why are you dumb? Well, however it feels, however it's chopped up. All of that. The street. Silly ass.
She on the street. Her head was there. She can't tell unless she know turn by turn. Unless Stereo was given the street names turn by turn.
Yeah.
She don't.
Yeah. You terrible. You laughing hard like that. That could have been you. Let me find out this what the fuck news is actually. Let me find out this what the fuck news is actually something on your diary. Let me just.
Listen, I ain't got a nose ring. That's not my thing. That's not my thing.
I do. You do what?
I want that inner ear. Piercing. The one for migraines. I do want that one, but. No, I'm not doing that bull ring nose thing. It looks painful. Like I've watched people get their nose pierced. So if it wasn't, I can't.
If it isn't painful, would you get it?
I don't think so. I just don't like the aesthetic of it. I don't. I like the whole like little dainty diamond, on the nostril. That's about.
You like the Tupac look.
As far as my vanity, for myself. Like I see other people and there's certain other people I see and I like it on them, but me, nah. My nose isn't that big.
Okay.
I don't know. No. The nose ring, yeah, no. I'll get the little dainty one. Little diamond in my nose to match the one on top of my ear. But yeah, no, I can't do the bull ring thing.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what you're into.
Why? Listen. The other thing is, guy A probably would try to pull it out. Listen, there's a lot of variables with that just don't sit well.
And I think that'd be the first time you beat the hell out of guy A. Like GG ain't mean to, but you done lost your mind.
Wait, listen. And his new thing to tell me now is, did you my best friend? Did you my best friend? No, I'm not. Why not? I said, because I'm Gigi and I'm going to beat you. Probably, I said, before the day is over, I'm going to spank you behind and you're going to be mad at me. Or I'm going to tell you something you don't like and then we're going to fall out. And he was like, nuh-uh. Let 5, 10, 15 good minutes go by. Then I got to scold him for something. Gigi, you're not my friend anymore. I go, I didn't want to be. I said, that's how we got here, sir. I'm like, so yeah, no, that's his thing. But with a nose ring like that, I could just feel the pain now. And I would try to. He would go to Jesus. He would go see Jesus. or he get real close.
She gonna kill the baby. She gonna kill the baby.
Listen, he gonna tell you, he gonna verify. He gonna verify the streets. Okay, he gonna verify the streets is gold or platinum real fast. I promise you. Nah, you can't have that.
They lied.
Nah.
I know that's right.
They lied.
I'm gonna leave all that alone. Well, I hope whoever that lady was that lost her earring in the back of the Uber, if she can't, recover, the nose ring, pardon me, at least she, find comfort in a great memory created.
Nah, make the dude that bought the Uber and the dude you gave head to buy you a new nose ring. The fuck?
Nah, see, there you go. See, you being extra.
Nah, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I gave you a gift. Now you get, and I lost something that was important to me, so you can get back.
Okay, that once you start speaking like that language it's not even borderline. It's just straight out prostitution. So if she may get whorish things, now she's a whore. And don't get me wrong, I'm not passing judgment. I'm not, but we don't know the dynamics of their relationship, right?
She said they continue to hook up.
Cool. The blow bang still must be good too. But for her to ask for payment for the blow bang, then that changes the dynamics of the relationship.
For payment. I'm not asking for payment. The conversation is, sir, in the process of
break it down. How do you broach that conversation? Oh, stop. How do you broach that conversation to have the guy that you did the favors for get you a new nose ring without sounding like a hoe?
How you not gonna sound like a hoe? I gave you head, right? I gave you head in the back of an Uber. Like the precedent has been set. I'm a hoe.
That doesn't make you a hoe. That makes you free.
No, okay.
Okay.
Done horse things in somebody else's car. But the conversation is, hey,
but once again, right. But you're not let's look at the wording. You're not a whore until money changes hands. You can do horse things without money changes hands.
Money doesn't have to change hands. He can go buy the nose ring himself.
I get that, right? But then now he's paying for a service.
No, a gift for a gift.
Since I gave you the favors.
Right.
You ain't say that?
I did.
Yeah, so that's a gift.
It's a gift for a gift.
What the hell is this, a bartering system?
Yes.
How is that a gift? Oh Lord, Jesus!
Listen,
look, don't
that's
do
why
that.
Y'all. That's why y'all get it on your birthday. That's why you get it on your birthday. Birthday, Christmas, it's Valentine's Day,
crazy.
Sweetest Day.
It's crazy. I said this on a podcast. I think who was on? Was that Mo? Yeah, I think that was Mo. Right. A couple podcasts ago when Mo was on. Right. And Mother's Day has passed. Father's Day is fastly approaching. And I told my wife, don't you dare. I don't want it. You can't give me something that's mine on to my here you go, babe. We're gonna make extra special love on Father's Day. What?
Listen. They got listen.
You can't give me something that's mine.
That's a lie.
You can't give me something that's mine, and then I don't want it. That I like the same effort.
I don't want it part. It's
the same personal, effort and personal, money.
No, that's a personal angst.
Go ahead.
That's a personal angst to say I don't want it. Now to say you can't jazz it up and give it back as a gift, as a great gift, that's a lie. That's a lie, ladies. That's a lie.
Fuck if you put a firecracker out your ass with sparklers on your nipples.
Yeah,
keep that shit. Like I want because I can't give you dick for Mother's Day. You'd be like, what? That's not even possible.
No, because listen, you know how we got to Mother's Day? It's because I took the dick in the first place. So no, I don't want what got me here.
Right, and I don't want what you think is I don't. Okay, it's too much doggone what you call it placed on that anyway. You place too much value on that. I don't want that. Matter of fact, I don't want that. I don't want socks. I don't want a tie. I definitely don't want no button up shirt.
Okay, so we'll get you a coffee cup and a pen holder.
I don't want to. Anyway, moving on, ladies. Once again, Father's Day is not here. But do not be cheap in a hoe and talking about you gonna put on some panties with a bow at the top. Come get your gift, daddy. No, you don't get.
All men want a tangible gift.
We don't want that. We don't want something we suppose it. Let me say that we don't want something that we supposedly have access to 360 for.
Hold on, but before we get off this track. For all men, I just want y'all, before y'all go with this mantra of what's mine, you might want to, stroke it here between now and Father's Day and ask whose is it, and then pay attention to the answer. She don't say you, then you might want to take it. Listen, you might want to take it for Father's Day.
Right.
You might want to take it for Father's Day.
Dudes. Right. I can't speak for other dudes. I can't, right? But far as like, I would hope, right? Because my father told me, God bless and rest, you can't miss what you can't measure, right? So fellas, you can't measure that thing. Some of them things is as wide as the Grand Canyon. Some of them things is as deep as the doggone black hole. So you can't miss what you can't measure, right? But in my case, yeah, you're right. I still can't measure that thing, but it stays in my house. It sleeps in my bed. It has, as someone wife said, she's going to kill me. It has my last name, right? If I can't call that mine, there's something wrong with the setup of our relationship, right? So I can't speak for other men. But like I said, I don't want it for Father's Day. Do better.
I don't want it.
Fuck out of here. I don't want it for Father's Day. Matter of fact, somebody put it on a t-shirt. Like, I don't want it in bold, big letters for Father's Day. Like, women, stop being, y'all don't be lazy.
Put Pennywise at the end of it. Dog, I'm dying. I am literally.
I don't like those ladies. Stop being lazy. What you do is you got young kids. I don't want, like, what? That's the best you can do?
But
you think you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, but the thing is this. Y'all be chasing after it 365 days.
And that's the one day I don't want it. That day right there.
That day you don't want it. Okay.
I don't want it. Like, do not. Honestly, I think it's a disservice. It's a disservice to the relationship.
How?
Think about that though, right? Because it's Father's Day. So if you know your man, get him something that he wants, right? If you can't get him something that he wants, get him something that he needs, right? But don't give him something and act like, you like, really? So I think, like I said earlier, and no disrespect to women, but women tend to overvalue that body part. They do. They think that it soothes or hurts. They think that, it can get them anything from a man, right? If it was so special and unique, at least they'll go on 4 other billion women wouldn't have the same thing you got. Ain't nothing special about it. So if you make me feel like I'm special, but it ain't cutting it. It ain't cutting it. And it ain't cutting it.
It can't cut check. Well, I guess I'll be. Oh Lord, I guess I will be at Perfume Mania buying Tom Ford.
I don't care where you at and what you getting, right? Yeah, I mean, for that significant other in your life. But I think he's gonna be like, okay. Let me, because a couple of guys that's gonna listen gonna be like, shit, I take it, and that's your problem now. That's why you whipped, sucker. But if you're gonna take if you're gonna
don't take the bait,
right? No. If you're gonna take it, make sure you got some gifts before it, right? Don't let that be the only gift.
Facts.
Like, because we can't walk through the door. Right, we can't walk through the door with a small, medium, or large box in front of our zipper with a bow on it. We can't do that. She gonna feel like, what? Right, you got the thing in the box in front of your pants walking in, talking about, ta-da. She gonna look at you like, you don't get your silly ass the hell out of here. Like,
listen, and knowing y'all
know someplace serving mimosas.
Listen, and y'all come in with the wrong size box anyway.
Yeah, because I'm coming in with extra large. When I should be walking in with a ring box. I digress.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Oh, God. This is crazy. We are 47 minutes in and we ain't even touched that subject of the podcast, man. How do we expect?
Because this is us. This is why they love us. So listen, but speaking about gifts, listen, this perfect segue. So you're going to hate this, but we're going to roll with it anyway. What men don't understand is we want flowers, but you don't have to spend $50 on roses. You could pluck some simple ones in the field and show up to surprise us. We want a sweet message. It doesn't have to be 5 pages long. It can be simply just saying, have a great day, gorgeous. And when we want a surprise, just show up with $1 candy bar and tell us you love us. We really aren't that hard to understand. I call BS, but that's just me.
Oh, no. Come on now. Nah,
What?
you was team with that bullshit, and then we get on the mic, and now you call BS. Come on now.
Because I
Pick
know
a
a
lane to
woman.
stay there. You all over the highway. Like you drive the doggone
my
wide
mother
loader.
taught me
You
to
just
drive.
all over the highway.
My mother taught me to drive. So there you have it. It's not my daddy. My dad taught me to drive.
You need to get a new doggone, a new teacher, because you swerve in lanes. You need to maintain a lane, right?
Move
with
bitch,
that bullshit. You talking about? So stop.
The way.
Yes.
Get
Move.
out the way.
No. Before you call BS on that, right? You the same, because okay. Before we got on this podcast, right? We started at 10 o'clock. It is 1:20. Lord have mercy. I tell you, we definitely need
typical shit.
Right. But we definitely have to do time management better. I promise you we do, right? But anyway, me and my co-host was actually going over some content and things, broaden the appeal of the podcast, making sure that we touch our fans and actually jumping on other platforms, by the grace of God, trying to acquire new fans, right? So, and as we're talking, going through the planning stages, right? We're talking about, the meat and potatoes, the subject, of this podcast, what she just read about, women don't need that. We just need it simple. Right. And then she called BS. Why? I don't know. Cause when we was talking about it, cause we didn't get in depth of that. She was just like, she could see it both ways, but I had to show her. Say again.
I do see it both ways.
Excuse me, say something. Right. Okay. So, but when you got on, the first thing came out your mouth is I call BS. And I'm thinking to myself, you just said, so you need to make up your mind.
I can't. I'm a woman. It's my prerogative to change my mind. Haven't you learned this yet?
And that proves my point right there. There is nothing simple about women. Because earlier, unbeknownst to the listeners, you said I said both ways, and I'm thinking I took one way only. She talking about she called BS. Let me do her one better. That's some bullshit. There is nothing simple about. And call me sexist, call me a Neanderthal, call me what you want to call me. Right? I really don't care.
DK Walker.
Yeah. I put my hand up. That's me. Right? But there's nothing simple about anything feminine. Nothing. Oh, Jesus, they're going to come from it. I don't know who they is, but they're going to come from it, right? I don't understand. So it's a couple of reasons why women are not simple. Let me kiss up a little bit, right? Let me pucker up. Where's my chapstick, right? And I hope your butts are clean, right? I hope your butts are clean, right? So I'm going to kiss up a little bit. I don't want you to think I'm kissing up because I'm trying to not offend anybody, but I'm breaking down why women are so complicated, right? The reason that women are highly emotional, overly complicated, because whether people agree, whether men agree or disagree, right? And they definitely gonna kill me. You cannot have something so great and expect it to be simple. Even the simple-minded women that can't get out their own way in life. Women are complex. That's the way God designed them. So there's gonna be nothing simple about them. It's impossible. Even the most narrow-minded woman, even the women that, refuse to grow up, even y'all all complex. It's just in your DNA. It's no right and wrong with y'all. It's no A plus B equals C, 1 + 1 = 2. It's none of that shit. It all depends on your mood.
Yep.
That's the right answer. But if that's not your mood, we're going to talk about it. Or I'm going to make you feel some type of way to think that the right answer is what I want to talk about today. And my co-host had the audacity to talk about, I call BS. Of course you would. But and just now illustrated how difficult, right, that women can be.
It's not difficult. It's not. It's difficult. Okay. I'll go with difficult. Okay. So here's the thing. I see it both ways. Do I call BS? Because is there a part of us that says yes? Okay, let me be uber specific. If my significant other comes home with a rose, am I impressed? Absolutely. Is there times where I feel
stop. I'm sorry. Say it again.
If my SO comes home with a single rose, am I happy? And he thought of me on the way home to buy a
So
rose, just to say, hey.
Is that a red rose or the rose that's on your nightstand?
The one,
Which rose you talking about?
The one, I don't like red roses. Let's be very clear. The only one I have, the only red rose I got in this crib is the one in the nightstand. I particularly am not fond of red roses, never have been, never will be. So, and anyone who's ever dated me will contest to that. And if you give me a yellow one, I will look at you kind of funny because I'm like, if we sleep together, we're a little bit more than friends, but I digress. So anywho, if he comes home with a rose, whether it be red or not, I'll be like, oh, you thought enough of me to, even if it is the one, from the corner or the gas station or whatever, cool, whatever. I'm not going to.
Or the neighbor's backyard.
Neighbor's backyard, however you got it. Then you came home in the house with it. I'll be like, oh, you thought enough of me. Maybe I was having a bad day, whatever.
What is that, a universal woman sign?
Right. That's what,
That's you a universal woman saying or segue in a Prince song.
It's the same way how you started with the grunts. It's universal. So, right. It's the same thing. It's the same as the man.
Johnny.
So he thought enough of me to say, hey, here you go. Okay, cool. I'm impressed. But am I equally impressed when he actually goes to Bart's Viviano, which just happens to be the number one flower spot here in the Glass City, and goes and, puts an arrangement together and really puts some thought behind it and actually spends money? Absolutely. They're the same. They're on the same. But the thing is this, I don't want to have to tell you to do any of it. I don't want to have to tell you that I want roses. I don't want to have to tell you that I need that. We as women expect a man to know, and this is where we bump heads. We expect men to know things, and I don't know if they just don't get taught or if they forget. Because when you first want us, when you're trying to get it, listen, when you're trying to get it that you now don't want.
What is it? What is it?
You tell me.
We only don't want it on Father's Day. It's right. Matter of fact, that's the name of this podcast.
On Father's Day. It. The it you don't want on Father's Day. That's the name of the podcast right there.
The it you don't want on Father's Day. That's the name of the podcast. Do not, the it.
The it you do not want on Father's Day. When you was trying to get it in the beginning of the relationship, you would bring me wine, you would bring me candles, you would bring me flowers, you would send me text messages long as hell. Jesus you would do all this gambit. Yep, call on him. Call on him. Call on him day and night. It's called
courtship. You can only court for so long, right? It's called lies. You can only court for so long.
Lies and bullshit. The same way you got me, the same way you got to keep me. So the thing is this: if you bring me one rose, and
I got a headache.
Absolutely.
I got to not tonight.
Listen,
not to I've never used that. My shells go off. Not to
now that one I've used. Right.
Make it
this
quick.
Is on. Hold on.
I got to work in the morning. Like what?
Listen, that's not. Again,
wait.
I can only speak for KK.
Right. I got you. Right. So I see what you're saying, and don't lose that thought. But the part that kills me, women are so quick. Like you got to do the same stuff to keep me. You know what I mean? That you did to get me, and that's a two-way street. Like absolutely. A woman will suck a golf ball through a hose. Right? She gonna pull out every freak nasty in the bag. If she thinks if he the one,
no, not everyone in the bag. We go no, not everyone in the bag. We just gonna do the top of the bag. Be
whatever. Like I ain't even gonna put my business out there. I'm not gonna tell you how my wife cooked me. Right? She pulled a trick out the bag. Woo!
I mean, we all got a bag of tricks there, but you don't give them all out in the first 30 days. That's all I'm saying.
I get that, right? But in the same doggone token, don't be so quick to be like, whatever he did to get me, right? I don't think I'm saying all jokes aside. That's a two-way street, right? And then so I think it's quick sidebar. I think in all relationships, if you want them to work, then y'all have to have at least, once a week meeting or just sit in bed and talk about where y'all at and be honest. Talk about where you at, spiritually in your relationship to God, right? Talk about where you at physically, far as love making, talk about where you're at emotionally, right? And then talk about where you at financially. If y'all don't have those meetings on a regular basis, what happens is you'll leave communication to the day-to-day. And then that's where stuff gets lost in translation, right? Because you're leaving communication to the day-to-day. And we all know what happens in the day-to-day. Both of y'all work. If y'all got kids, and that adds more time that y'all don't have to spend with each other, right? And then, she has her life, he has his life. And of course, she got her shows, he got his sporting events. And then God forbid, if both of y'all, and throw on top of that, both of y'all entrepreneurs, right? Like,
Listen,
it's
and you
only
forgot
24
the
hours in a
kids.
day.
Listen, you forgot the kids.
Right. And so, no, I said kids, right? Because what I did. If not, then please thank you for reminding me, right? So that's come. You have to have at least bare minimum, conversations. You have to have at least good conversations, what I mean, once a week, right? That way you don't lose touch to check in, with your spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, man friend, lady friend, significant other, whatever you want to deem that person is to you, right? You got to check in. And so therefore that way you'll stop, you'll be reminded, to keep doing the things that needs to be done to maintain a healthy, thriving relationship.
Facts. And you're right, you
Right.
do. So the thing is, what you do to get it, in the beginning starts to wane. So that's what I'm saying is I can see both sides. I can see if you bring me a roast because it's Tuesday. Like, of course, I would be like
50 ass. I can see both
I'd be
sides.
like,
Keep talking.
I can. And I'm still going to be just as moved by that as when you go spend, however much money it is to get, a bigger arrangement, yada, yada, yada. If you bring me $1 candy bar or you bring my favorite candy bar home, of course, I'm going to be just as moved as when you brought it to me the first time. But I think the thing is, we as women want men to know that these are the things that they're supposed to be doing without having the conversation. So the part that you said is really important is that we do lack communication sometimes and what we on both sides of what we want and what we need. Y'all want the bag of tricks, 1 minute, and then the next minute you don't want it on Father's Day, but here we are.
Oh, no. That's universal, right? Let me pull a Steve Harvey, speak for all men. Please keep it on Father's Day. But look, so I got a problem with that, right? I agree with some of what you said, but this is where I got a problem. You said a man needs to, know what a woman wants. That's kind of hard to do when a woman don't even know what she want her damn self. You ever ask a woman like, okay, you ask her what you got a taste for, and then she'll look at you like, you supposed to be man, take charge. And then when he makes a decision, I don't want to eat that. I just asked you. Say again?
I answered. I was like, I don't want that. No. The first thing you ask is, what do you want to eat? I don't know. Then you make a choice. I don't want that. But I specifically just asked you what you want. I'm aware.
I specifically just asked you what you got taste for. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, look, they got the right.
Oh, it's either I don't know or I don't care. Those are the two answers we're gonna give you. I don't know and I don't care. And as soon as you suggest something, we're gonna say, I don't want that.
Exactly. Which is crazy to me. Like, I'm not understanding how that works out. I don't want to go. I don't want to eat that. I don't do. We ought to go catch this back, when the movies was open. We about to go to this, and then you're so indifferent. Think about, okay, cool, not a problem. Women, and I'm not, y'all so indifferent to so much shit, right? Y'all actually train us on being not sure which way to go when it comes to making decisions into, I guess, loving y'all and entertaining y'all, which our needs and y'all wants, right? Because we'll ask, and then you'll give us like, take lead, take charge, and we be like, okay, this is what I want, and then just like you say, I don't want that. Right? Okay, I want to go check this movie out. I think she'll like it. And then the crazy thing is, you online, you seeing all the women rave about it, and you like, yeah, we're gonna check out such and such, right? Like, and then she might want to see the movie, but because she's in one of her moods, and I'm good. I don't really want to. Like what? Right?
Listen.
Okay, cool, not a problem, right? I'm not finished. Hold that thought. And then so it makes us shell shocked. We don't know what to do because it's always met with effing indifference. After a while, a nigga like, man, fuck out of here.
It's not a war.
After a while, it's just like,
it's not a war.
It is. Just like, know what you want so we can provide it. How hard? Know what you want so we can provide it. How hard can that be? Know what you want so we, like, okay, so if I come home with some roses, whether... me and my wife had this interesting discussion. I love roses, love the way they look, love the way they smell. Like if you get the right ones and whatnot, and you put the water, the food in the water, make sure they catch sunlight, they'll live a little longer than, if you didn't do these things, right? I love roses, my wife doesn't, right? She doesn't too much care for roses. I'm like, you are an interesting cookie. So, okay, cool. Her favorite flower of choice is tulips. So I'm thinking we had this discussion, right? I'm not going to say because we've had fights before, right? We've had knockout, drag out fights over shit that ain't make sense to nobody but her. But that's either here nor there, right? So she jumps her monkey ass. That's right. I said monkey ass online. And she was like, my husband consistently buys me roses and I don't like roses. I like tulips. Now, before you, and this was she put put what's the word I'm looking for? Put I want to say caveat on her statement. She was like, before you doggone women say I need to be thankful for whatever he brings me, like I just would prefer my flowers or nothing at all. Right? That was her stance. And I'm thinking like, wow. Now, granted, I'm not the type of guy that's moved by the holidays because we know the holidays is nothing but, you know what I mean, you know, money grabs. You take a look at Valentine's Day, money grab. You take a anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that shit is just about money. That's all it's about. I'm the type of guy, if I'm out, like you on my mind, let me pick something up. Here's some roses. Here's the doggone peppermint patty bar that I know that you like. I'm always going to do. That's just who I am as a person because I like to think at times I'm a thoughtful guy. Right. And so her girls online, like, yeah, he can get the tulips. Yeah, and then one female was like, nah, you would just need to take them and be happy. Cause a bunch of women, all as much as they riding with you, they ain't getting shit and they unhappy. Like sometimes you just got to be like, you know what? Let him love me to the best of his ability and to his understanding. And the same thing is, okay. And as long as it's not detrimental to the relationship, I'm not talking about big shit, right? But if he's thinking about me and it's not a holiday, anniversary, Valentine's, if it's not none of that shit, and he's bringing me sweet, like you gotta be like, oh, okay. Like I ain't done nothing. We ain't even had sex last night, right? Like I didn't cook him no breakfast. I ain't even call him all day to check him on at work, and I still get roses. And I got the nerve to be like, what? It's like women ain't the most complicated. If women ain't the most complicated, of course she trained me well, so now I bring tulips in the house. It's all right. I could win that fight.
Right. And it is. And that situation is a catch-22 because again, I see both sides. But you made an excellent point. Like we have to become, you know, for any relationships, because, you know, of course, us indifferent women are raising, you know, more indifferent women. Because I'm pretty sure if you call my daughter right now,
bar. I usually don't say that, right? You hear that other shit on podcast, that bar. Like, let me bar. I don't know, like I talk about rap and battle rap bar.
Us indifferent women are raising because I'm pretty sure if you call my daughter right now, if a man calls my daughter right now,
damn a bar t-shirt.
I'm sure if a man calls my daughter right now and asks her where she wants to go, she gonna say I don't care. Then as soon as he starts, you know, naming off stuff, she gonna say no to probably every last one of them. And then she gonna be pissed off that she's at home. Yeah. And then she gonna be pissed off that she's at home because he's like, listen, I done gave him my all.
The whole rundown, you ain't want nothing, so damn you.
Nothing. Right. And that's the whole thing. Like, can't be mad. Can't even be mad about it.
The crazy part is it's not even, you know, women raising indifferent women. I was dead ass and steadfast on what I said. I'm gonna put that on God. God don't strike me down. You mean you cool. You get a laugh out of my life anytime you look at it. I'm a funny guy. I've done some crazy shit, but I'm a funny guy. God built women to be indecisive. Case in point, 11-year-old. Like yesterday, we out, right? I went to go pick up something to go with that. I'm good to go. We shaking and baking. It's dinner time. Mama, what you want to eat? I don't know. You gotta say,
And she already giving you the woman answers. That's the best part.
Right. She not be 11 years old, but she hungry. She got favorite foods. I even listed a few favorite foods, and I still got to. I looked at her like, your mother's. And I stopped seeing her, and I automatically start seeing her mother. I'm like I'm seeing your mother now. I don't even see you. Like I'm seeing your mother right now because like this, it's been passed down. So what you said earlier about indecisive women are raising, you know,
indifferent women are raising indifferent women. Yeah.
Indifferent women is raising indifferent. Like that's a great bar. That's a t-shirt, but it's not so much raising. It's inbred in women. Whether y'all agree, call me sexist. Give a fuck what you call me. The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth. I stand on it. I stand by it. I meant it. It's the truth. And so as a whole, we need to come and have a medium somewhere. We have to have an understanding somewhere, because if we don't, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be hollering about, he don't get me. He don't make sense to me. He don't. But you'll never, ever, 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 ever look in the mirror and be like, you know what? I didn't train him in that area like I trained him in other areas.
Right.
Right.
And then I think the tangible part. Go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I think the tangible part that, that we have to take away from this conversation really is that we as women have to, like you said, know what we want, but equally have the conversation. Like a man, the conversation has to be between the individuals in a relationship is, listen, if I come to you trying to plan something and you tell me no, after the third place I shoot out, it's it. Like, I'm going to go, because I know the guys I date. They going to tell me specifically, listen, after the third place I list and you tell me no, I'm ordering food for myself. I'm going to go eat. You can starve.
I like the guys you date. I like the guys.
They really are.
They get it.
They really are.
Right, you got
G mode. Yeah, they be like, listen, after the third time, I'm going to ask you, where do you want to eat?
They better than me.
And when you say nothing, I'm not getting you anything. You're not eating off my plate. You're not going to do this and you're not going to do that. Okay. And I'm like, ugh. And then of course, because now I'm like, ugh. I'm like, can you get me? He goes, now, why we got to go through all this? Why do we have to go this route?
No. See, that's some. I'm so sorry. Look, but and then women get stuck, right? Because he didn't go through the whole gauntlet, right? Mm-hmm. And so they get stuck and go through the whole gauntlet, and then he'll do what he's supposed to do and go get his food. And now she has an attitude, and then the next word is right, and he's selfish. Totally omitting the fact that he took the time out to ask you, because he's not a mind reader. And then if he's been in a relationship with you, or if he had dealings with you, he was smart enough to recommend or suggest some places that y'all have eaten before, or favorite types of food that you like. And just because you're not in the mood for that food, although it's your favorite food, and you give him that you give him a diaper load full of indecisiveness is what you give him. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to say it again. Mm-hmm. You give him a diaper load of indecisiveness. And so when he gives that same shit back to you, now you in your bedroom on your phone, nigga ain't shit. He make me sick. He don't know me. He don't understand me. What?
He didn't bring me
nothing. I'm not like,
back.
I don't, what? He ain't bring me nothing. Like, I just, and you omit everything that happened before that.
Facts.
I don't understand. Like, that's the part that, like me and my mans, we stay scratching our head. Like, that don't even make no sense, B. That don't make no sense. So, like, I am so happy.
The funny part, though, is that when men talk about men see their side, when women talk about they see their side, but there's no, like, middle ground. I'm like, nobody has figured out how to cross.
No. No, but that's the beauty. Certain things, there is no middle ground. It's A, because you can't get to B without, if you're going to do the alphabet, you cannot get to B without first, if you're starting in chronological order, you can't get to B without saying A. Okay, cool, not a problem. Mm-hmm. So she say, I'm hungry. I say, me too. I say, what's for dinner? She say, I'm not cooking. I say, me too. I say, what you want to eat? This is where the rubber hits the road. She says, I don't know. I say, let's go to Mexico. She was like, I love Mexican food. I'm just not in the mood for it. I say, okay, cool. What about fried chicken? She say, no. I say this. She say, no. I say that. She say, no. I'm scratching my beard. Talking about, goddamn, she must not be hungry. All right, well, like, I'm going to Wawa and pick up this sandwich then, goddamn it. You know what I mean? Because I'm simple. I'm a simple dude. I'm going to get this sandwich from Wawa. I'm coming back. And I'm out the door, sandwich from Wawa, and I'm coming back, right? Yeah, it's crazy. But, like, that was the past experience of us. It's kind of crazy. My wife is and I'm going to tell you how funny life is. This morning, I'm downstairs working. My wife calls me back upstairs to the bedroom. She just got me trained. She don't tell me what she wants. Just come in. And like a little boy, I got run upstairs. Yes, yes, yes. And so she's laying there in bed and she got the phone open. So they got this truck. It's a food truck, Mexican food truck. And they have like the best doggone tacos and Mexican style food in Southern Maryland, right? And so she just left out, go pick up my food and bring back. So we've then pretty much jumped over that indecisive food hump. Like, but it now granted, keep in mind, I've been married 13 years. Like that shit took 12 years to get to this point. It took 12 years to get to some understanding of the, cause she know like I can only do that indecisive shit for so long before my husband be like, you know what? He'll stop talking. He'll walk away. And next thing I know, I smell food in the house and he don't got shit for me. And he ain't even gonna talk about it. But it took a minute for us to have that understanding for us to get here. Right. So yes, women at times you can be uber simple at times, but I'm not going to lie. Call me sexist. Call me what you want. Those times can be fleeting at best at times. Other times, even outside of food or just life things in topic in general, y'all can be the most misunderstood known to man, right? And I stand by what I said earlier. You get a pass with that because it came to me like a song I wrote, shout out my man Biggie, that greatness, there is no easy to understand greatness. I think all women have greatness in them. I do, right? I think women are just fucking phenomenal, right? That's not me kissing up, right? That's just factual. At least the women that's in my life, in my circle, right? Of course, mother-in-law, my daughter's wife, co-host, you know what I mean? Like phenomenal women, killing it, right? Right? Not a problem, right? But sometimes you got to get out of your own way and stop being so moody and indecisive if the moment doesn't warrant that. I'm not asking you to all the time. I'm just asking you if it's something small, like what are we eating? If it's something small, like where are we going? If it's something small, like if your husband's driving, you want to, you want to drive, but you're on the passenger side of the car, you got to sometimes like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and I'm going to chill out. I'm going to be calm for a second. I'm not going to be genius level. I'm not going to be genius level crazy is what I'm not going to be. I'm just going to be over here chilling. But maybe that's asking for too much. I don't know.
But y'all don't want it for Father's Day.
No, don't bring me it for Father's Day. That's what you not going to do. I don't give a damn how cute your panties is. Don't bring me it for Father's Day. I don't care how much that doggone thong rides up your ass. Don't bring me it for Father's Day. I don't care how much baby oil that you done slathered all around across your body in. Don't bring me it for Father's Day. Keep it to yourself until after Father's Day. Okay?
Sis, save your money. Don't go to Victoria's Secret for Father's Day. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it.
Not fucking with me. Nah, don't do that. Don't look. On the cool, and that's what it is. It ain't that you want to give it to me for Father's Day. You just want some dick on the cool. Which is slick ass. You're gonna save your money.
Without having to ask
give me something that's already mine. Right. Perfectly. You're gonna save your money. Give me something that's allegedly mine, right? Allegedly, right? Because I'm not with you 24/7, 365. You will give me something that's allegedly mine because you want it anyway with your slick ass. Keep it for Father's Day.
It's your girl, Seth Thorny Chick, Karen KK Rose. Listen, you guys are the best audience. You guys are the best listeners. You guys are the best followers we could ever have. Listen, I appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You guys are taking my voice places my feet have yet to travel. We are still praying for India and Palestine. You guys rock with us heavy. United States, is our home base, obviously, but India is definitely closing the gap. And we are still praying for them as well as what's going on in Palestine. We cannot, be ignorant to what's going on. So we are sending you love and light in your time of need right now. Sending much love to you guys. Listen, I can't do this without you. Definitely can't do it without DK. This is where we pass the baby off to DK, who does not want it for Father's Day for the Daily Love Jones.
I'm just, right. Who in their right mind would want it for Father's Day, right? Only person that want it for Father's Day will be a person that's not getting it all year long. Fuck out of here. Anyway, look, I ain't gonna be long-winded, right? I'm not gonna be deep because I ain't number 5'7" and I weigh too damn much. None of your goddamn business. So I can wax wide. Like, I mean, there's nothing we can do about a woman's indecisiveness. We can't. It's nothing we can do about a woman's lack of, being exact. I'm not saying that for all women, right? But there's certain instances that women it's like a defense mechanism. I don't know what I want, but I know what I don't want. If that makes sense, right? And women are professional. They don't know what they want, but they definitely know what they don't want. And so men, you got to be a little bit more, and I know it's tough, right? Because I've been pulled out many a gray hair on my beard trying to figure this shit out. I know it's tough, but that it's not their fault, right? It's not. Like, I'm going to give them a pass. I'm not talking a whole pass, but I'm going to give them a pass because it's not their fault, because they're so indecisive, right? Because we're dealing with high level genius. And for them to sometimes just to think about, what they want on some simplistic shit, it confuses them. It boggles their mind, right? They get right. They want us to tell them, right? And even when we tell them, they shoot it down. They still want us to tell them something else. I don't give a damn if we tell them 50 other options and they shoot down 49 of them on that 50th one. They gonna probably agree to it. So as much as they bear with us during our times of us being rigid, of us not asking for directions while we drive, or just us, declaring as one way, which is our way, talking about men, or no way at all, we too have to bear with them in their moments of being indecisive. We too have to bear with them, when they just can't get it together, right? Man, that's the only way that we're gonna make it in a relationship, right? You got to take the good, the bad, and the indifferent and indecisiveness if you want that thing to work. And speaking of that thing, keep that thing and keep it for Father's Day.
It's your girls, that Thorny Chick, Karen KK Rose, alongside my co-host, the lovable asshole DK Walker. We love y'all. Have a great day. DK, tell the people bye.
Peace. I'm not telling the people shit. Just it. Get a t-shirt printed up with just a picture of it and the word it pointing at it. That's what I want for Father's Day. A t-shirt with it on it and the word it pointing at it.
I don't want it for Father's Day.
This episode of the Love Is podcast has ended. But please be sure to subscribe for more great content on sex, entrepreneurship, life, love, and how to get through the BS of it all. And don't forget to rate and leave a review so we can continue to bring more of that thorny chick, Karen KK Rose, and, dare I say, the lovable a-hole, Mr. DK Walker. See you on the next podcast.